a look at this middleweight tale of the tape. Tommy Langacker, 30 years old, 5'11", weighed in at 185.2. Andrew Tackett, 21 years old, 5'11", 181.6 pounds. It's no coincidence that this is the co-main event because we wanted the most exciting match that we think is going to happen here just before the main event. We want you guys at home to get your money's worth and here in Arlington, Texas. And as I say that, Andrew Tackett right in on a single leg on Tommy Langacker.
Yeah, interestingly enough, I think that both of these is one of the biggest challenges for both of these individuals. Like Andrew Tackett's out there versus Tommy Langacker.
It's awesome.
Yeah, and then likewise, no gi-wise here, Tommy's in there versus Andrew Tackett. So both of these guys have their work cut out for them. I think it's a really good test for each of these guys. Langacker much more comfortable in this place than I think on the feet, where he's on his back, working from leg entanglement to back take is something that he specializes. He does a really nice outside roll inside and out to create opportunities to get to the back.
You know, talking with Andrew Tackett in the lobby today, he told me, man, if I'm not moving in a match for more than 2 seconds, I get disappointed in myself. He's like, I gotta keep moving. And now talk about movement. Langacker had a nice front headlock there. Look at that flying knee guard pass. Knee slide pass, I should say, by Andrew Tackett. And it's that type of movement that has made Andrew Tackett one of the fan favorites here at Who's Number One. A contestant on the Who's Next reality show where he actually has a win over Big Dan Monticello. You know, he's got a lot of experience here. Who's Number One, wins over PJ Barnes, Troy Russell, Renee Souza. Andrew Tackett is the future of grappling. And, you know, there's a lot of, you know, story behind this match. As we mentioned, it was supposed to be Tommy versus Mika. Mika had to withdraw from the match. And, you know, Tackett was supposed to fight Mika in the finals of the Night of Champions, where he first defeated PJ Barge, but Andrew Tackett threw out his back in that Night of Champions bracket, wasn't able to compete against Mika. So now he steps in to replace Mika against Tommy. Look at the movements. I think I'm going to shut up and just enjoy this jiu-jitsu.
Yeah, look at that little jumping guard pass right there. Was stuck in a deep guillotine, but then got past the legs well and finds himself cross-side. Langacker needs to shoot a single here to get back to the guard. Trying to get his legs up and over. He looks like he's going to be able to recover his guard here.
Look at the flexibility and guard recovery from Langacker. Yeah, it's only been 3 minutes in the match. We've seen a lot of different positions and a lot of attacks already. The pace of these two young competitors here.
Yeah, sort of jump around the head, very nice.
And you know, one of Andrew Tackett's first matches was against Mika Galvão. Oh, look at the back take of Andrew Tackett. One hook in.
Tommy got his left arm stuck in a pretty bad position and could not. Andrew threw his right hook and he couldn't put him down. He's going to have to get to his left hip. Langacker just put his left hip on the floor so he can scrape Tackett off. Tackett with this half Nelson here, trying to turn Tommy.
Keep that shoulder glued to your chest. Keep text heavy and don't lose that hip with your knee. Keep that knee tucked over his hip.
Tackett on the back of Langacker. You have a judge's favor here in about a minute, but I think it's going to go to Tackett, if I had to say.
Yeah, this right here was a big moment for Tackett. So Langacker could get still scrape his left hip on. He's really hanging out in the turtle here, trying to clear the hooks. Got to be watch the breakdowns though by Tackett. And here has a gift wrap now. Throws the leg up and over, and an arm isolated now as well. He's got the arm isolated. Langacker trying to get low. That's what brings the Kimuras and the arm locks and the triangles now. Got to watch the follow-up triangle here. gets, the more that triangle's coming there. There you got both arms back inside now.
What's amazing with Tackett is, even though he's only 22 years old, it's the experience that he has and the mat IQ that he has is amazing. He's such a reckless, you know, just does
Judges
crazy
favor
stuff.
blue.
Langacker needs to get to his side. He's going to try to build it. It looks like he's going to try to build his base, but this is dangerous. He's got a hand on the floor. His neck is exposed. He's going to be, he's going to be taking a lot of that. A little forearm to the face to try to open up the chin. And there he elects to go down. He should get to his side now to get rid of that body triangle. There he's going. Now he can get, once you get to the side, he can get his hands in defense. With the hands on the floor, even though those things aren't getting to the neck. Yeah, gotta watch the cradle here.
Gotta be careful of his leg if Tackett scooped that leg.
Right.
Suluab stretch.
Right.
Maybe not from the triangle, but.
Oh, you can absolutely do it. Yeah, you can go after that leg on his left side versus that 4-point.
So Sean, if you're in a situation here and you got that body triangle, you just cannot get that rear naked choke.
Yeah.
At what point do you open up that body triangle and start to attack arms and, you know, maybe look for other positions here?
I don't think yet. You're a long way from it still. 8 minutes left, and you're wearing down. I mean, these things are wearing your opponent down. Only if you feel like you're losing the ability to attack is when I would say. But Tommy, he should get to his side. That way his hands get in. He's got an arm across the neck now.
Drag him out. I want your hips into his back, and I want his head bent back over his hips.
8 minutes.
Hands are in. That's in. That's on.
And he gets the submission. Andrew Tackett just submitted Tommy Langacker with the rear naked choke. The Austin, Texas native with the Fighting Tackett family in attendance. William Tackett, his brother, who also won the ADCC West Coast Trials, same day as Andrew recently. Andrew fixes that hair he was so concerned about at the press conference. Amazing job. There it is. Wow. Very impressive performance.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner by rear naked choke, Andrew Tackett.
What a win by Andrew Tackett, one of the most entertaining young competitors on the scene here today. Let's take a look at the replay in a sec here. Yeah, Andrew, it's funny because when I talked to Andrew, he said,
there's that jumping guard pass. There was Langacker trying to get in on the legs, created that opportunity, but then there was that jump. He jumped to the safe side over there, and then a little too late to get on his side. Tackett had that choke all locked in there.
all right, we're going to kick things over to Kendra Rusing for a word with Mr. Tackett.
Andrew Tackett, what a show, as always. Congratulations. Now, before we go into the questions, we've got to look at some suspicious activity on the arm here, I think.
Yeah, when I choked him, I have a little bike mark because I don't do chokes, I do face crushes, so that's what that looks like.
For those of you guys in the audience who can't see, there's some teeth now. But the question, though, it might not be like the bite part of the teeth, maybe just the front getting smashed.
Yeah, for sure.
Awesome. Congratulations. You have had an incredible year, fresh off an ADCC Trials victory coming in. And we were talking about this in the pre-show. You're quite the Who's #1 story, right? Who's next to the Night of Champions. And now what should we expect from you on the Who's Number One stage moving forward?
Well, I just want to say this real quick, guys. I've been watching Tommy for a long time, ever since I was an orange belt. Competing with people on this level is just surreal, and it's just mind-blowing. It's a dream come true, really. But you know, the funny thing about dreams is God takes them as long as you're faithful, and he multiplies them by tenfold. So I just want to dedicate this victory, because I wouldn't be here unless it was for Jesus Christ. So all glory to God right now, guys. Let's freaking go.
We also got the patted and check on the hair, so just wonder if you have any input on that. No, I mean, well, you got a little, there's like a little sticking out on that side.
That side's sticking out? Is it good?
It looks much better now. Good job. So, going into ADCC, I mean, you have been tried and tested in many ways, but this might have been your biggest win to date. How are you feeling for the rest of the year?
Well, I'm feeling pretty good. Tommy's fought some of the best in the world, the best in my division in the world, and no one submitted him. So, I mean, I submitted him. Jiu-Jitsu math doesn't work like that, but to a degree it does. So, I'm feeling pretty good. You know, I still got so much more to improve. If I went into ADCC how I'm going out there right now, I would not win. So, I got to improve so much more to make sure that I secure that gold. So William and I got a lot of work to do to make sure we're even better than what we are right now. But we're dedicated and we're willing to do it. So keep an eye out for us, because we're going to be shocking the world. I believe it.
We got two brothers in for ADCC, but for tonight, our Who's Number One champion, let's give a big round of applause to Andrew Tackett.
I freaking love you guys. Let's go!
All right, guys, we heard from Victor Hugo. He'll be facing Luke Griffith at Who's Number One 24 in Austin, Texas on June 20th. Get your tickets now. But just in case I didn't say it loud enough,